What's up, guys, and welcome back. My name is Jake Towell, and this is a series where I share my art with you guys. And today we have a very special piece that I made a couple of years ago. This piece is called Alien Warehouse. Before I get deeper into it, I just want to say this is probably one of my craziest pieces and kind of is a catalyst to what is to come in my art career and my style and what kind of art I like to make. And I'm just really proud of this piece, and we're getting closer and closer to some more modern pieces, but this was a good description of the kind of art I did at the time and what kind of art that I do now. So if you've seen any of the art I do now, you'll see that this has a lot of things in common with it. But regardless, let's get right onto the sketch phase. So this sketch is looking really good, not very loose. We have some very solid lines and shapes. I really knew what I wanted to do. I think it looks really cool. Everything, there's not too many differences I can see automatically within this piece, but I am noticing a lot more details just in the sketch phase alone. A lot of really cool shapes coming out, some angular shapes, some round shapes, and just some weird stuff going on. But I'm really excited to get into the fully rendered image because there's so much good stuff going on in this piece. But regardless, sketch phase looks good. Let's move on to the line work phase. Oh my god. I almost wish I kind of illustrated it with a smaller, like a thinner line, but overall this looks super good. I really like filling the composition, leaving no gaps, no space, but kind of not giving any tangents in the piece as well, kind of making it all fit cohesively and nicely. Even though it's so congested, everything fits, nothing's crossing over, nothing's barely touching each other, causing a tangent. Overall, the line work looks really good. I think I did a really good job rendering out this line work and really fitting all that stuff that I wanted to fit into this piece. But regardless, I'm really excited to talk about this more in depth and get into some of that really fun detail within this piece, because I think there's a lot of really good things happening here. So without further ado, let's get into the fully rendered image. Oh my god, would you look at that? The fully rendered piece looks absolutely beautiful, and there's so many cool things going on within this piece. I honestly don't even know where to start. I guess I'll start where I know I started illustrating first, and that's with this double side. You can see this purple dude in the middle and this green guy in the middle, and they're kind of attached at the neck. You can see like that's like the metal neck brace. You can see they're like insides with that red there, kind of like, so here's the head, here's the first head, here's the second head attached at the neck. You can kind of see why I called this piece Alien Warehouse. It's kind of like a mad scientist got a hold of some alien body parts and just started going crazy. But regardless, starting in the middle with these two heads, which is pretty cool, like a back-to-back headpiece. It kind of makes me want to do something like that now. Let's talk about this purple guy. He's got some eyeballs coming out of his head, which is cool. He's got a mouth here smoking a cigarette, if you will, out his mouth, but it looks like this hole in his face is actually providing this weird looking tongue. But starting with that smoking device coming out, we see it starting to become, we get the tobacco bud at the end of it, becoming this little tiny monster with flames coming out of his head. Oh my god, this piece is so good. I have so many actually awesome things going on with within this piece, and I haven't really looked at it till now, but I'm finding really cool stuff. And it looks like that flame, look at that flame, that looks really cool too. Very well illustrated, I'd say. Moving down though, it looks like that smoking device filling has a butt cheek with some warts on it, and it's farting out a cloud there. I know that cloud comes back in the bottom left, which is pretty cool. But regardless, we got another hole on this smoking device with some eyeballs, and the eyeball comes up and goes through this tongue of the purple guy, and this tongue also has a hole, and it's popping out of it's like this weird like staff structure, but it has teeth and an eyeball as well. So just adding on more and more to the objects and things in space, which is really cool. And man, I kind of miss making pieces like this. A lot of my pieces now are more straightforward, but looking at this, it really inspires me to do more stuff like this. But regardless, let's get farther into it. Stabbing through this purple guy's neck is this like long sword. You can see here, this long sword's being broken open into like this fleshy shaped sword, I guess. And it has these cool little ring loops on it, and that other eyeball from the smoking device kind of going through that thing and into this box at the bottom. You can see, yeah, that's kind of what's going on here. Oh, I almost forgot. Looks like this guy has another like spear sword looking butter knife going through his head, kind of in a metal, like in a gold box, which is cool, kind of sticking out the top there. I like that a lot. Sticking out the back of his head is like this antenna that goes into like this weird ring loop that this eyeball's going through, but we'll get to that later. But this ring loop's kind of got a mouth of its own there. Looks like it's got some teeth being ripped out. A lot of rings I'm adding around this piece, which is cool, kind of keeping it cohesive. Some more rings there, some more rings there. But overall, that's the purple guy, right? Moving down to this green guy, also not having a very good time. He's got his eyeballs going down into this box at the bottom right as well, going up and through the mouth of this box, through this tongue coming out of nowhere and into the fart cloud. And then we got the other eyeball looping also into the box and then through his own forehead. I don't know what the hell. I don't know what the hell he's thinking. He's eating his own eyeball going through his head there, so he tanked that shot. But let's talk about this box at the bottom right. This box looks like it's like has a little cutout on its top there. Also has a mouth with like a really big busted tooth, it looks like, and coming out the right side like it looks like organs, but they're in the shape of stairs. I think in the sketch phase, I'm pulling up the sketch phase right now. Yeah, in the sketch phase, I have a little guy climbing these stairs. So that's a cool detail, something that has changed, I guess, in this piece. But those stairs also have some teeth and an eyeball going through it. Moving to the left to the fart cloud, also got a mouth. Really like the colors I chose with this fart cloud. That's kind of cool. Coming out of the green guy's like this antenna thing, kind of producing the fart cloud almost. Like a tube, like a hose with the fart in it. And then this eyeball's coming out the fart cloud's mouth. And it's getting burnt by this other tube that's actually coming out of this ring. Strangely, this ring has internal organs that are coming out through these loops and sending flame into this eyeball, and the eyeball's kind of melted off and the bones popping out, like because eyeballs have bones in them, right? Oh man, I don't even know where to go further from this. We got a balloon kind of coming out of this eyeball hole, like this balloon meatball guy. He looks really cool on this fish hook here. That's awesome. Coming out this green guy's hole in his face, we got this like arm holding a toothbrush. I did a lot of these arms back in the day, just random hands popping through stuff, which I really like. He's holding this like alien toothbrush, also has a mouth there. Teeth are green, doesn't really do, kind of ironic really being a toothbrush, but he's an alien toothbrush, so who cares. But moving to like something that I remember really enjoying, and probably my favorite part about this piece is this like weird angular shaped like super big teeth creature. But coming out the bottom's like this weird membrane with his I guess spine, and that's where that chain is being hooked onto. We get the loop to the left with the hook where the balloon's being hooked up to. But talking more specifically about him, he's definitely alien, I can tell you that. There ain't nothing human about this guy. We got some nostrils up top. We get some big teeth. We got a missing tooth there, which is pretty cool. And that missing tooth, if you follow all the way up to this nerve, is right there getting speared through, held onto this hand through this eyeball thing. But we'll get to that, obviously. He's getting his teeth brushed, as you can see. We got another eyeball. Oh, this is really cool. We got another eyeball kind of coming out and being broken off onto this chain. And the other half of the eyeball is actually in this like case. So he's got the eyeball cut off here, ringed, and holding on to the rest of the eyeball in the case, which is just super. There's so many great details going on in this piece. I'm just really proud of it, and it's super cool. Moving up from this guy, he looks really cool. I really like this guy. Moving up from this guy, we've got his other eyeball here, and his other eyeball is winding through that antenna piece from that purple guy to the top, and he's producing like this weird like muscle coming out the top of this eyeball hole, and this eyeball hole's got an hole in it with an arm coming out, and it's holding this tooth. And this tooth's getting speared. And where's the spear coming from? This eyeball has a nail drilled into it and has a loop attached. I guess it's also coming out of this hole right here. So this weird like alien creature on the top left is coming through this eyeball, through the loop, up and around. And he's got his eyeballs being pierced there through this like weird blade. And this blade actually opens into a wooden spear. And that's what's kind of going through that that tooth there. Oh my God, there's so much good stuff going on here. I need to do more stuff like this. Just having this video, like, am I rendering and my illustration skills are so much better now. I just got to hop back onto this old stuff I was doing. But moving more to the right, we got that, muscle we were talking about. Also has a mouth, strangely, dropping down a tongue that's being stabbed by that original butter knife blade there from the purple guy. But following out of that muscle tube is like this weird square, flat, like 2D monster, three-eyed monster there. He's also being produced by this other like muscle membrane down here. He's kind of cool. He's got 3 little eyes. He's like a little square guy. But it looks like those 2 tubes are creating him. And then that tube also has like a little tongue tube, I guess, with like a little stabber. I guess that's just a filler space type of ordeal. But overall, man, Alien Warehouse, one of my favorite pieces. Obviously, I say that every episode. So many good things intertwining and combining together that are really, really cool. Something you wouldn't really notice unless you took a deeper dive into it. And I'm super happy and proud of how this came out. If you want to get a copy or a print of this, link in my bio to my imprint store. I'm selling these. I'm selling a bunch of other really cool pieces. I appreciate y'all for watching. Watch last episode. Check out my other videos. Videos every Monday. Check out my gaming channel, Alien Warehouse, guys. I really love this piece. I appreciate y'all for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.